to share a little bit of the story about where Safe Haven came from, is that in the EU market with GDPR and also some of the addressability challenges that we were seeing in that market, we were really seeing LiveRamp customers lean into their own first-party data assets and also that of their trusted partners. And a number of our early customers for Safe Haven were actually in the retail and supplier space. And what we were kind of hearing from our customers there was that there was this need and desire to be able to collaborate and leverage each other's first-party data assets to unlock new use cases. But there wasn't a neutral and secure environment in which both parties could feel comfortable releasing their data assets to enable those use cases to be activated. So the role that LiveRamp came to play in that engagement was to be that neutral intermediary, hence the name Safe Haven, that enables both parties to come together and ensure that both parties can feel comfortable and confident that LiveRamp is managing the permissions and the data access controls so that their data is only available to the partners and for the use cases that they're comfortable with. So that's really the kind of beginnings of Safe Haven. We've then seen a number of those trends, starting with GDPR, we've since seen CCPA and a number of regions also exploring their own privacy regulation. But a number of those trends that led to that increased focus on first-party data and data collaboration have since rolled out globally. And now we're just seeing a tremendous amount of interest from global companies to be able to work with these partners in new ways and really leveraging LiveRamp and Safe Haven as that safe and controlled environment for that collaboration to take place.
So Alice, tell us how retailers are sort of maximizing their data in this new scenario.
Yeah, it's a great question. And the first thing that's really kind of key to think about here is just the importance of having a data strategy. There's actually a really great article from a couple of years ago that was published by the Harvard Business Review, and it was called "What is Your Data Strategy?" And it talks about the importance of having both a defined offensive and defensive data strategy. Offensive referring to making sure that you're leveraging data to enable supporting business outcomes, and defensive in terms of minimizing risk and making sure that as the regulation landscape changes, that you're not only keeping up with best practices there, but also doing things from a very customer-centric perspective. With that being said, we're really seeing the emergence of kind of three broad buckets of use cases in terms of retail data use cases. The first one is a 360-degree insights view, and this can span a number of different things, whether it be campaign insights and recommendations, things like customer journey insights, consumer insights and audience recommendations. And this again can span things from propensity and basket analysis, and also just gaining a deeper understanding of consumer preferences and behaviors to create more kind of tailored and personalized experiences. And then of course, online and offline trade insights. So starting to bring together an analysis and analyze products and promotions and price performance so that you can develop and build impactful revenue measurement strategies. The second kind of bucket of use cases that we've really seen is media activation. And this kind of takes precision marketing to a whole new level by enabling audience refinement and using natural data sharing relationships to again create new and interesting customer experiences. Also on the media activation front, there's campaign execution and outcome-based optimization. So actually enabling campaigns mid-flight to be able to be optimized for stronger outcomes, versus in the past, sometimes those insights would not be available until well after the completion of a campaign. And finally, the third big bucket that we've seen is measurement. And this makes total sense when you think about the transaction data asset, being able to analyze campaign performance, being able to look at things like sales uplift and trade impact, and then of course also touch point analysis and looking at the contribution that different parts of your marketing campaign may make to ultimately in-store sales and what's moving the needle on that front.